Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello to my friends in, of course, the United States. Hello to my friends in Iraq, my new friends in Egypt, my friends in Mexico, and my friends in Algeria. I am so happy that you are here with me this morning. We are all together here on spring break, not going anywhere, cozy in our home in Ohio, and I am thrilled that you have decided to join us. If you take a screenshot and send it to my email address, I will give you a shout out and I will try and post your results on my website, which is easycodesforkids.com. And there might be some delay on that, but I will get them up there. Okay, so today we are going to be drawing a snake. So actually, this is sort of a fun little illusion that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be just drawing one snake, and then we're going to be selecting him, and we copy, paste, and then rotate him. So he actually looks like 4 snakes. Okay, so 4 colorful snakes, and then we're going to open up Codepen and animate the snakes moving across the bottom of our screen in Codepen. Okay, so it's going to be super fun drawing and then animating our colorful snakes. So I'm so happy you're here, and let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is open up Paint. If you don't know where Paint is, go to your Start button. And your start button is at the bottom left-hand side of your screen. Hit Start, go to where all your apps are, and it is in your Windows Accessories folder. So you click it, and then, ooh, look at all these goodies. And here's Paint. Go ahead and open up Paint. All right, cool. So we have Paint right now, and we're not going to fuss and worry about the size of our canvas. I just like to go ahead and make a really super big canvas for myself, just so I have a lot of room. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to our brush, and we're going to make sure our color 1 is in black. So we go to our brush, and let's go to our marker. And let's go to our size and make sure it's a big, thick size. So like a 30 pixel is fine. And the first thing that we're going to want to do is make an S shape on its side. So there's S, but it's laying down. It's an S laying down. Okay, that's the very first thing that we want to do. The second thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and trace this S. So go ahead and make a parallel line. So parallel lines are going in the same exact order as a line. So it's going in the same exact S shape, but it never meets. It's a very sad love story, parallel lines. They never meet. They go on and on forever together, but they never meet. Okay, so you made your parallel line with that little snake, that little S shape. Now go ahead and connect it, because in Paint, we have to make sure that our outlines are always connected, because when we fill them with color, if our outline is not connected, the color will bleed out all over the place and go where we don't want it to go. And that's not okay. All right, so the third thing that we want to do is go to our size. Let's do a little bit down. Let's do a little bit down in size. And let's make let's go to our pencil. Oh, that's way too thin. Let's do a little bit down in size and go to our brush. And let's go to the very thinnest size and do a forked tongue. Because it's a snake, it has a little forked tongue. So it's a line and then 2 little pieces off of that tongue. Okay? Then go back to our brushes, click on brush, go to size and pick a nice thick size again, nice thick size, and go back and let's do some stripes. Oops. We want to make sure that stripe hits all the way from one side of the snake to the other side of the snake, those parallel lines. Okay. Add a stripe there, stripe there, stripe there, stripe there, stripe there, fun little stripe here. Whoops, make sure they're connected. Stripe here, stripe here, stripe there. Okay, cool. All right, now is the fun part. Let's go ahead and click our fill bucket right here and choose our fill color red and fill in the snake red. Awesome. Okay, we filled in the snake red. Now let's do black and yellow stripes and then we'll hit save. Okay, so let's go to our black and we'll do black in here. And then we go to our yellow and do yellow. And then go to black and do black in that white space. Yellow, black, yellow, black. Now what happens if I accidentally hit right here? Oh, okay, it turns something a color that I don't want it to. That's cool, no problem. Go over here to your undo and just hit undo. And it turns it back again. So right in this white space, go ahead and hit yellow, black. I click it a couple times there. Yellow, black. Okay, awesome. Now, let's go ahead and get our brush and make a little eye. So I just hold my mouse down and just fill it in a little bit in a little circle, and that gives me a little eye. Perfect. And then I'm going to fill in a little bit of the black. If I see any white, I just go over it. Okay. Now I go to File, Save As, and I make sure I click on my desktop so I can find it easily, and I save this as Snake 1. I hit Save. Okay, awesome. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to make copies of this guy, and we're going to line him up in a strip, a 4-piece strip of copies of him, sort of like we did when we did our selfie animation lesson. Same type of thing. So I'm actually going to make this a little bit smaller. So I hover on my white box down here and I pull up so my white canvas is a little smaller. Okay. Then I go to select all, and I'm going to move him over here and move this over here. And again, if you make any mistakes, just hit undo. It's right here, undo. Okay. So I am going to go now right here to the bottom of my screen, bottom right hand of my screen. See this 100%? Let's click on it. And so we get to 50%. Awesome. And then let's make sure that we give ourselves a little bit more canvas to the right of our snake, because we're going to make a copy of this. So go to Select. And draw a big select box around the whole little snake here. Then hit Copy, then hit Paste, and there's a copy on top of our snake. Move him over. Okay, perfect. So now we have 2, but I want this guy to look different from this guy, and there's a real super easy way to do this without me redrawing him. Let's go to Rotate and Flip Vertical. So all we did was flip him vertically. So now his head that was facing upwards is facing downwards. Okay. Now let's make more room, and we're going to make another copy. So let's go to Select, and I draw a box around my second guy. I could draw a box around my first guy. It's no big deal. Copy, paste. I come over here so he has his own space. I sort of line him up with the other ones. Go to Rotate, and let's do Flip Horizontal. Okay. So now his head is facing upwards in the first picture, downwards in the second picture. Now it's facing downwards, but it is to the right, and this head is to the left. Okay, so it's a little bit different. Now let's go ahead and see my zoom out down here, my 50%. Let's click that, run one more time and give ourselves a little bit more space over here. And let's hit paste again. And now we want this guy to be different as well. So let's do rotate, flip horizontal. So he's matching this guy. The fourth one is matching the first one, and we don't want that. So let's do flip horizontal again. And here we have it. Okay, so we have one snake facing upward, and his head is to the left. Snake facing downward, and his head is to the left. Snake facing downward, his head is to the right. Snake facing upward, his head is to the right. Okay, now let's pull this in a little bit. Awesome. Now let's go here to our file, save as, and we'll call this snake 2. Okay, and we'll save it to our desktop and hit save. Awesome. Okay, so I want to go to Google again, and I want to type in Lunapic. I always search from Google. And here we go. Lunapic, free online photo editor. Okay, so I know that the place I'm going is safe. Click on it. Okay, so I can hit upload here or upload here. That's our first step. And I'm going to upload from the desktop. And I named this snake 1. So there's all my pictures. And there's snake 1, and there's my strip of snakes, snake 2. So I'm going to go ahead and hit snake 2 and hit open. And it's uploading. I see this little message right here. And it gives me like a percentage down here in the corner, if you can see that. Uploading, uploading, uploading. Nice. Yay! There's my strip of snakes here. So the first thing I want to do is I don't want a white background. So I am going to go to Edit and Transparent Background. So Edit and Transparent Background. I click on that. Now, what I can do is I am going to click on the color to make transparent. So I click on the white. And it's processing. And looky there, we see our famous checkerboard background, which means it's transparent. So I can lay this strip of snakes on anything and see the color behind it. So it's a black background, a blue black background, a red background, however I want. So I'm going to hit apply. And then I'm going to go to File. And Host at Imgur. Okay, awesome. And now I have an image URL for where I can grab these snakes and put them into my web page. Awesome. Okay, so now I go over here. I go over here and I click another tab, and I'm at Google, and I want to go to codepen.io. I always search from Google to keep us safe. Okay, so I see Codepen, build, test, and discover front-end code. So I go ahead and click on that. And I'm already logged in. You might have to log in, but if you are logged in, go to your avatar and click on it, and then click on New Pen. Awesome. Okay, now let's start some coding. So you know how this goes, guys. What's the very first thing that we want to do? we want to do our angle bracket, exclamation point doc type, all in uppercase, and then HTML lowercase, and end our angle bracket. And then we want to do HTML, angle bracket head. What's in our heading, or our head, is our title. And the title is going to be snakes, exclamation point, and title. Now we're going to end our head tag. This is going to be a simple HTML. Now we have our body tag. And within our body, let's go ahead and make that H1. I love cartoon snakes. And then I end my H1. Okay. And now let's create a key or a paragraph. Creating snakes moving across my web page is super fun. Exclamation point NP. Okay. Now I want to make 2 div classes. Okay, so we're into something new here. This is a little bit of something new. Div class equals rainbow. Okay, we're going to do a class name or a div name rainbow. And we're not going to end it because it's going to be a container, or there's going to be another div in it. Okay, so we have our rainbow class. And now let's do our div class equals snake. And let's then just end our div tag right here for our snake. And then we're going to end our div tag for our rainbow. So our rainbow is going to encapsulate, or is going to contain, our snake div. Our snake div is within our rainbow div. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and just close out. So open bracket / body for ending the body, open bracket / HTML. Okay, then let's go over to our CSS. And the first thing that we're going to call is our rainbow. So period rainbow. And this has to be the exact same case as right here in this class. We're going to tell this class how to look. So let's do width colon 2000 pixels semicolon, height colon 2000 pixels, nice and big, right? And let's do background dash color, and let's do red semicolon. Oops, did I do a colon? And let's do animation. Yes, we're going to make this div move. We'll call it example, 2 seconds, and let's have it loop infinite. And I'll make sure I spell that correctly, because that is one of the words that lots of students get spelling mixed up. And then I end my curl bracket here, curly bracket. And then let's have our @ keyframes. And this is where we're going to make some movement. And I call my example, because that's what I called my animation. And open curly bracket from open curly bracket background dash color colon red semicolon. Okay, that's from. 2 open curly bracket background dash color colon red or yellow. We're going to go from red to yellow. Okay, and then there is my end curly bracket. All right, so I want to go ahead and hit save right now. And I reload it, And look what happens. Whoop, whoop. This container is going from red to orange to yellow in a loop. Red, orange, yellow. Red, orange, yellow. Red, orange, yellow. Fabulous. It just goes on and on and on. Okay, so that's a little something new we haven't done yet. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's do our snake. Snake. So we do period, snake, and that snake has to be written exactly the same way when we call it in CSS as it's written in HTML. So we have open curly bracket. Let's do a width here. And this is where we're going to call our strip of snakes that we drew. 80. Let's do, I'm sorry, not 80. Let's do 1,820 pixels by height. So it's going to be very long and not very tall. 140 px. Let's try it. We can fool around with that. Now let's do a background dash image colon URL parentheses quotes, and then let's grab our Lunapic image here. And so it's already highlighted, so I can hit Control C on my keyboard, or I can right click my mouse and hit copy. And then I go back to my code. Whoops. I go back to my code and let's put in my address of my snakes. Fabulous. And then I have my end quote, my end parentheses, and let's hit semicolon. And now let's call our animation colon play, because that's what we are calling this. 2 seconds, steps, 4, because we have 4 little pictures. And let's do infinite again. So it will infinitely loop, semicolon, so it won't stop. Now we just have to add our keyframes. There's a curly end bracket and then keyframes. Play, because that's what we called it, play, play. Okay, so this is the last little part here. So we have at keyframes play and open curly bracket from open curly bracket background. Oops. Quickly. Background position. Background dash position. Make sure I'm spelling it correctly. Colon. Let's start with 0 pix, semicolon, and curly bracket, and then 2. And I'm going to have that same curly bracket, background dash position, semicolon. And let's go to 8,000 pix. And then our semicolon. And let's do a let's do an end curly. Let's hit save and reload. Whoops, save. There's a little delay on my computer here. There must be a lot of people online right now. And look, it's moving. Yay. Awesome. So we have a nice big background that's turning colors, and we have snakes moving in the background. Fantastic. Awesome. And we can play with it. We can do all kinds of things with it as our challenge. Fantastic. Don't forget to save. This is challenge number 10. And hit that subscribe button and the bell for notification on our next YouTube video. We can't wait to see what we're going to do next. I never know from day to day what we're going to do next. And it's going to be lots of fun, though. Okay, talk to you soon.